Take 59.
Welcome to Grounded Catholicism, a series where Cass goes to a bunch of different coffee shops and talks about the faith. We do occasionally get weird looks, but, I mean, being Catholic, you get used to it. In any case, we're going to start the series by talking about the sacraments, and today, a little bit about what the sacraments are. I'm going to start with a story. The other day, I had some people over to my house, and somebody with a concoction of bitters spilt it all over my mail. May have been my fault for where I left it, but in any case, Leslie, our business director, was quick to the punch, and she said, "Hey, looks like you got bitter news over there." So, why am I talking about bitter news in the context of the sacraments? Is this even relevant? Well, it's not the bitter news that I want to draw your attention to, but rather the humor, the pun, and not just because I love puns. Fulton Sheen talks about almost having a need of having a divine sense of humor to understand the sacraments. Why? Let's think about it. Humor, in order to understand a joke, you need to have the capacity to see beyond a thing. There's the visible thing, the thing that we perceive through our senses, and then the invisible, the significance, which the visible thing points to. In the same way, a sacrament has two elements, a material element and a spiritual element. In fact, a sacrament is defined as a sign, an outward sign of the grace Christ won for us through his passion, death, and resurrection. Whew, that was a mouthful. But that's just what it is. It's an outward sign of the life that Christ won for us on the cross. Life, I have life, physical, biological life. What life are we talking about? Well, in fact, we were made for another life, divine life, which we lost through disobedience to God's will, through our sin. But God, in his love and mercy for us, wanted to reestablish a means for us to obtain that divine life. I don't know about you, but when a friend rejects me or hurts me, I'm not quick to reestablish that bond. But God sent his only Son to die on the cross and establish a means, that is the sacraments, for us to obtain that divine life through possessing sanctifying grace, which is essentially divine friendship. Yeah, God wants to be our friend. And every time we receive or partake in the sacraments, it's him outpouring himself into us. It's an encounter with him. In fact, St. Ambrose talks about encountering Christ face to face, and he wasn't talking about the beatific vision, which is going to be awesome. He was actually talking already through the sacraments. This is not bitter news, far from it. It's not even humorous. It's just amazingly awesome. Lots more to talk about, but we're out of time to talk about it. So either check out the resources that we're going to post with this video, or check in next week when we go out to another coffee shop to talk about the sacraments.